What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video where we cover the market, the daily content, and our investments and the cards we're currently trading. Today is Thursday, and it's the day before the Future Stars promo drops, and the Team of the Year honorable mentions, Team of the Year icons, and Team of the Year cards will be in packs for the last day, and these will all go out packs tomorrow or today when you will see this video as it uploads on Friday morning at 7 AM UK time every single day. Let's get into the content we got today, and let's take a look. Okay, as you can see here, we got the Soloth SPC, as he won Player of the Month. Decent looking card, decent looking stats. We all know how good Soloth is, but there's a big problem here. That's his price. He's priced at like 80k. It's crazy because this card would simply be fodder if he's on the market, as are all cards around this kind of rating and style. Although he is good in game, I think this one's a big pass, unless you have a duplicate fodder for some reason and you have nothing else. I believe the Defenders pack has appeared. Here it is, yeah, 85 plus defenders. And I believe also we got marquee matchups for the token potentially. That makes sense. There's marquee matchups. Is there a token? There is a token in this one. So if you need a token, make sure you complete this final PSV squad. And if you want to complete the rest, go crazy. What's the total reward? No one even looks at these anymore. Premium gold players pack. Kinda meh. Kinda meh, but it is a Thursday. And we don't really get too much on a Thursday anyway. Let's get straight into the current cards and the prices they are right now. Here are the honorable mentions. As I said, this is the last day these cards will be in packs. We've been trading a lot of these cards. I think a lot of these cards are undervalued too as well. There'll be a lot of good investments to be made here, which I'll cover soon. As you can see, Pedri still 190, Davies 299, Rema 67, Mike. All these cards, I think there's a lot of good investments. With Team of the Icons, here's some prices too. Van der Sar 700k. All these cards just seem to be going higher and higher by the day, and that's why they impact. Team of the Year, again, they're going higher, higher, and higher. So the only thing that can drop these cards if better cards come into the game, and if worse cards come into the game, well, they're going to keep rising. As you can see, Benzema's 3.07. He is flying and showing no signs of stopping. As we've seen with this Team of the Year cards, right? They've been out a bit longer than the other cards that are released right now, and these cards just continue to rise because these are the elite cards in the game, and clearly there's no cards that can compete with them. However, some of these cards you could argue could compete with them, and they are also rising too, but they have only been in packs for 1 week or just over a week. Some of these cards. Same with honorable mentions. These have actually been in packs the least amount of time of the 3 teams you've just seen. They have even more chance to rise, in my opinion. And also some of these cards have great links too, like Bremer and Mike have great links. Look here, a lot of Santander cards, plus he got the boost in dribbling now, so it's a very useful card. Let me show you the tips we posted today on the Patreon. This is kind of like an advertisement, but also me just trying to show you basically our moves and help me explain. Oh, this is the sub tips actually. This is it. So if you're a Twitch sub, you get access to this channel here. As you can see here, we tip Mike at 55k. Mike is currently 58.5. Is he 60? Sorry about that. Yeah, as you can see, he's 60k, so that's looking good. We tipped that 55k only just an hour and a half ago. I think he's going to do really good at packs. The only thing with this card you must be careful is Kalulu has been leaked, and that's probably why he's performing better than he should be right now. Although he is a French goalie, and pretty much the only good special French goalie, and from AC Milan with great links, he's probably overinvested due to Kalulu, so don't be surprised if this card takes a dip when Kalulu comes out tomorrow, or today, on Friday, and that's probably when you want to reinvest. If this card takes a nice hefty dip, not like the Szczesny level, well, he couldn't really even go that low, well he could, but he's much lower to start with, has much better links as he is French. I would look at this card very carefully. If he takes a dip, you want to be buying this, in my opinion. We have Bremer, same situation as Mike, very good card, 83 pace, great links, lots of Juventus cards, a Brazilian links too, good pace, honestly decent stats around. And who's the most important card? Paul Pogba. A lot of people have completed this SPC. Probably the best link is Bremer to this card, or Rabiot, but I don't think you really want to link a centimid to another centimid, so I think Bremer is a really good look for this. Not to mention the fact he's also Brazilian, so he's also good for other league hybrids too, if you want to mix it up, you know, and spread it into other nations and stuff like this. And then obviously we have Fekir, who's another card I like. He did get the dribbling boost. He's still pretty low. Honestly, as you can see with most of these cards, we have lazy selling prices where you can lazy sell them for 3k profit a card if you want to. I would be taking the profits if those come. I have a ton of these cards. Let me just show you my transfer list here. And as you'll see, there is a ton of these cards. There's a Mike already selling for 62 and Mustang on 6k lower. As you can see, here are some more investments. Loads of Fakirs. Honestly, a lot of Fakirs. What did I pay for these Fakirs, to be honest? It's better be like 52. Please? 53, 53, 52. Okay, so 53, 52. And we said to tip him at 52, and he's currently at... what he at? 54? Okay, so we're looking good. He's already up. Okay, he's down 52, but when there's only one undercut or two undercuts, it's normally this price. Probably 54k in game. Also, fun fact for you all, which is going to help me a lot in my YouTube videos and other creators while I show you. Let's look at Fakir's price. We can actually search on this menu. EA have patched it, guys. They finally patched it. Finally. It was not intentional. Clearly. Bang. See? That one's going to be gone. You go back and you search again. Feels crazy, right? As you can see, he's not even appearing for 54k right now. Looks like he's 55k in game realistically. And this is at 8 PM on a Thursday, so we'll see where this goes on the weekend. Clearly he has some demand. So the idea with investing these kind of cards is typically during marquee match supply. This is the last bit of supply these cards get before they go to packs. So even though the low point could in theory be on Sunday night, which it is possible that does happen sometimes, this is often the final low point before they go out of packs. So there might be another lower point before this. This is normally like the final low point before these cards go out of packs. And also, don't forget these cards have been packed a ton. People have not been paying attention to them because they've been ripping packs for Team of the Year. And now they're going to be like, okay, these Team of the Years are incredibly expensive. The whole squad is 38 mil, as you can see here. I can't afford half these cards. I'm going to have to turn to these cards here. I'm going to use our new Alphonso Davies. I'm going to use Pedri. I'm going to use Bremer. You know, all these kind of thoughts. Those are the tips which got posted in the subsection today. So if you want to use a Twitch sub on my Twitch channel, you can use a Twitch Prime sub or paid sub right now and connect your Twitch to your Discord and join our Discord, and you'll instantly unlock channels like these where you get tips like these every day, some flips. The free section today, if you want to pause the video and read this, you can. I'll give you a quick summary. Basically, Thursday, there's not really too much to flip. So there's no flips in general because the market normally dips into Friday. However, you can see you can bid on golds right now as it's an hour after marquee matchup. Someone already told me they made 20k within the first 20 minutes and they're on a low budget. So pretty damn easy. And if you want to invest in honorable mentions, Team of the Year icons, or need a Team of the Year, you can buy now. Now let's get into the Patreon. This is the top tier if you want to subscribe to this. The link to this that is in my description, where you get the most amount of posts, and I'll show you the kind of content you got today. They have had a lot of posts. Me just describing the plan for 6 PM, which I give every day. Me telling them much earlier to get ready for bids, basically, and much more in depth, just so they don't forget. To be fair, I think I copy and pasted this bottom half. No, I didn't actually. I just rewrote it. Pretty much non-10, so I give the 6 PM update at 6:01 saying what's the plan. Sniping the honorable mentions would be good. I said if you want an honorable mention for your team, this is probably the buy time. And here's some high risk, high reward plays, which I think are going to be really good. This one was mentioned by Eliad in the streams, and he's also told me before he liked him. This card was around 660 and he just seems to rise. And yeah, if we actually look at this card, the thing Eliad pointed out, which is really, really intriguing to me, was so these cards were originally in packs up to here and went out of packs. I know the market took a big boom last Friday, but this guy went more so than a lot of cards, over 100k. He has been lower than this. I paid 695 for mine, currently 700k. We'll see how that progresses. However, as he has VVD link and he goes out of packs, I think pros like this card. I think he looks like a good card. Apparently there's no restrictions on goalkeepers for pros. I think that's a really good look for an investment. High risk, high reward. High risk is the tax. I don't think we will see a future star or another promo card which competes with this card, and he will be out of packs. Let's not forget this. The next card I really like as an investment is Cancelo. He can play left back or right back and his stats are really good. He also links to Man City players, he links to like KDB, he links to all these players. He also is Portuguese, and there's a lot of good Portuguese players, especially in the Prem. And not to mention he can play left back or right back. And the final reason, that is his final Man City card, as he has now moved to Bayern. So I like that a lot. At under 400k, I think I paid 395. Let's just take a look at his price quickly. Is he already over 400? He was 410 earlier today, so that's kind of why I liked it as well. He actually peaked here, look, pretty much at 410. So he came low during marquee matchups, and that's when I recommended to buy. We have a few more cards. Alphonso Davies. He's only 15k more than his World Cup. I know he has way less shooting, but he has the important stat. No, that's Saka. He has the important stats you need for a left back boosted on top of this card. As you'll see here, this is the stat difference. It is 10 shooting, but the more important stats for a left back is everything else and more pace. So the difference of 19k now, a no-brainer for me to go in on this card, and I think he'll do very well. Not to forget, a lot of people have Sadio Mane, and who are they going to link him to? The new Alphonso Davies, in my opinion. Pedri, we got Gavi to come. This card is only 70k above his Phenom right now. 70k above his Phenom. You know how crazy that is? That's next to nothing. And when you compare it to the Phenom, he's much better. Mainly because he's got +3 pace. Okay, the Phenom's gone down a bit and this one's gone up a bit, so it's a bit more distant. And this card does great out of packs, as it is Pedri. If you have a look how Phenom Pedri did when he went out packs, I'm sure he went up. Briefly up and then down. But yeah, it's the time of the year probably. That looks awful. I think that's to do with like the World Cup timing and stuff, and like the pre-Christmas crash. I do think this card performs a lot better. +3 pace is a lot. It's a big difference. And he's under 200k. Not to mention Gavi is coming too, so that Barca hype will be there. Get on to another tip. Haaland Team of the Year. So as you've noticed, Team of the Years just continue to rise, right? Unlike the other Team of the Years who have been out before last Friday, this card came out on Friday. So while he is high, he's going to most likely do the same pattern as these Team of the Years, but in a delayed manner. So if you have the money for this card, under 4 mil, 4.4, sorry, I like it. You'll see it from his graph here. That's his low point there, Monday, pretty much. The same as, it's kind of funny, because this card's exact low point pretty much was pretty much the exact same time as the entire cards from last week. So they all pretty much bottomed out at the same point from last week. That makes sense. On Monday. And that was the low point, and he just steadily rose. And guess what happened to the other cards when they went out packs? They steadily rose, and they continue to rise. Let me give you an example right now. Like Karim Benzema. He's still in packs right now, and he's just rising every single day. This graph doesn't want to load, but you get the vibe. He does just keep rising, as you can see here. He went out of packs, well, he went back into packs, and he's still continued to rise, basically, right? We'll wait to buy. He's up like a mil. Haaland, don't forget he's Prem and Man City, and he's probably better in game, so I would expect the same sort of trend there. If you want him for your team, I would recommend you buy him, barring any crash, but I can't really see a crash on these kind of cards. Don't forget, he's living on a cycle 1 week later than these cards. You can kind of use the information from last week on these cards and see what happened to this card. Would not surprise me if this guy's 5 mil in a few days, at all. Would not surprise me in the slightest. It's me reminding everyone to get on bids at 7 PM. And then Van der Sar and Team Haaland. There's something I forgot to mention again. When you buy these expensive cards for these kind of investments, there will be fresh versions there, and that's what you want to be investing in. You want to be buying the fresh cards because people will want to buy ones which no one's used, and these will hold additional value on the market, and therefore it basically lowers your risk. It basically can increase your profit margin too. So you might as well buy a fresh one. Obviously don't play games with it. Don't play games with the card, and it will likely increase in more value than a card that wouldn't be fresh, and you can probably get some bigger lazies too. Because remember, as Van der Sar and Haaland go out packs on Friday for good, there'll be no more additional supply on the game, and less and less fresh cards will exist on the game, so target the fresh ones generally. Most of those prices I'm happy with. If you want to target those, even when you see this video in the morning, go crazy. You should see some panic in the lead up to 6 PM, maybe you can go in then. Here's my Van der Sar, 695 I paid for him. Let's see if my other cards are here. Here's my Cancelo, 397. There should be a, where is it? Alfonso should be here somewhere as well. Here's Alfonso, 292, got a nice little snipe there. I believe that's it, other than Bremers and Fakirs. As you can see, I don't have the most coins. I would have liked to have like, if I could have more coins, I would have bought a Pedri at like 190 or lower. But unfortunately, I actually can't afford it right now, which is pretty damn sad. But we move and we'll make the coins back, and it won't be too hard. Other than that, the market today, as today is Friday when you're watching this video, should dip into 6 PM slightly and then rebound. I don't really see any reason for the market to crash unless these future starts are crazy and high supply, and everyone doesn't want to use the old cards and all want to use them. We'll have to wait and see. That's possible. Also possible some crazy SBCs. You never really know. We do know there's going to be this objective actually. Let me quickly show you this. I forgot to mention the leaks. We have this card coming, Sanctet. You can pause the video if you want to look at it. Kind of terrible, stats as expected. And we have Gordon, Future Stars Academy, where you have to do one objective to get the next one, to get the next one, and the next one. It's a lot of grinding, but the card does look good overall. Are the stats expected? Stats are a prediction, so we don't know how good or bad this card will be. They normally boost like the weak foot on this one, and then the skill moves on this one, so it ends up getting a +1 weak foot and skill moves by the final card, sometimes even more. But yeah, other than that, we should see a dip into 6 PM start, and probably a rebound when the cards aren't as good as Team of the Years or some honorable mentions or Team of the Year icons. So yeah, keep lazy listing, be patient. There'll be a lot of flips coming your way this weekend and on Friday, posted on the free trading Discord, link in the description. If you want to upgrade your subscription to the Twitch subsection and get more tips a day, subscribe to my Twitch channel now, link is also in the description. And if you want to join the top tier where you get all the premium posts where you just saw from yesterday with much more detail and faster response times if you need help, Join the Patreon. The link to that is also in the description. We welcome everyone of all trading levels and budgets. We help everyone out. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, whatever you want to do. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I stream every day on Twitch at 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time if you want to just check in and ask any questions there. And other than that, yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found it informative. Hope you learned a lot. I feel like I talked about some very important things today and taught a lot more so than I can normally, other than just showing flips. So hopefully you learned something. And yeah, hopefully we see you in the next one and you make yourself a lot of coins this weekend and get the cards that you want most importantly, okay? Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.